This app is going to show 4 SwiftUI views in a tab bar. One to show everyone you've met, one to show everyone you've contacted, one to show everyone you haven't contacted, and one to show personal information about yourself that other folks can scan using a QR code. And so, if you think about it, the first 3 of those are really just variations on the same thing, only the last one is different. As a result, we can use just 3 SwiftUI views to build our whole program. One for prospects, one for ourselves, and one with a tab bar to bring the whole thing together. And so our first step will be to make some placeholder views to represent views in our tab bar. We'll fill them in later on. For now though, press Command N, make a new SwiftUI view, and call this thing Prospects View. Prospects View. Like that. Then another Command N, another SwiftUI view, and call this one Me View. And you can leave both of these things as Hello World for now, it doesn't really matter. Because for now, we're going to focus on our Content View struct. Because that's where we'll store our tab view that contains all the other views inside our UI. Now, again, we're going to add some logic here later on to do more advanced stuff. But for now, we'll make 3 instances of Prospects View plus 1 Me View, all inside a tab view. That'll be our layout. And each one of those will have a tab item modifier with a label inside using an SF symbol I've picked out that looks about right for our particular app we're using here. So we'll start off now in our content view. We'll say there's a tab view here with a prospect view inside it. I'll give this thing a tab item with a label of everyone and a system image of person.3. I'll copy and paste that twice more so we have 3 prospect view. The second one I'll call contacted, and that will be the system image checkmark.circle. Third one we'll call uncontacted. Oops, uncontacted, like that. And I'll use question mark.diamond for that one. So that's 3 prospect views. We'll change them later on, but for now it's just 3 of the same thing. At the end, we'll add a Me View. That'll be information about us. With a tab item here, the label, me, system image, I'll use person.crop.square. So, give it a try. Go ahead and run the app now, and all being well, you should see our little tab view appearing on the screen with 4 Hello World tabs inside. But more importantly, all being well, we'll see our little icons at the bottom with everyone and contacted, uncontacted, and me and so forth with the various icons I chose out. Boom, there we go. So it's a start. And of course, you can tap through to select different ones you want to, but they'll all say Hello World because that's what our views have right now. Now, obviously, making 3 of the same prospect views all the way through will be weird in practice because they'll be identical. But we can fix that by customizing each view so they do different things. Remember, this first one will show every person you've met in the application. This one will show who you actually said, I've contacted this person. And the third one will show people you haven't contacted yet. And so we can represent that using an enum plus a property on our prospects view. So inside prospects view, here in the struct, I'll say there's an enum filter type, which will be none, contacted, and uncontacted. So that'll be everyone, people I've spoken to, people I haven't spoken to. And now we can say that every instance of prospect view must be given a slightly different filter type. We can say let filter be a filter type, like that. So when we make this thing, it'll of course break content view because we aren't passing in values here. We'll get errors straight away, all being well. Also down here as well, of course, we're going to provide a value here. We'll do filter will be .none, for example, by default. But we'll have to pass in values here as well because we aren't saying what each one of these things are. We'll do that in a second. We'll fill them in just a second. But for now, I want to modify it slightly so we have some more information about what our view actually going to be. We'll make the view customize itself based on the filter type. So we'll say below body, as a title string. And this will be computed based on our current filter. So the title of our view will depend on which of the filters are currently active. So if we are in the none case, we'll send back everyone. If we're in the contacted case, we'll send back contacted people. And if we're in the uncontacted case, we'll send back uncontacted people. Contacted people, like that. And now we can put it to use in our body as a navigation view with a text, hello world is fine. But the navigation title now will be our title computed property. Use the right one for our filter here. And that at least makes each of the views look different, right? So we can at least be sure the tab's working correctly. Obviously, you've got to filter and add in the value down here for none, but critically, more importantly, you've got to provide sensible values over in content view. So they have none, contacted, and uncontacted respectively. So we'll say here, our filter is none, and here, our filter is contacted, and here, our filter is uncontacted, like that. Now the code will compile cleanly again. I can press Command R, and we should now see the thing actually looks different. Boom. So we have everyone, contacted, and uncontacted working correctly. So that's working nicely. And of course, that's the easy part. The real challenge is making those three views work with the same data. So they all have the same set of people to work with and they'll filter them correctly. How can we share it smoothly? That's where we turn to SwiftUI's environment.